Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another vlog. Thank you so much for your overwhelming response to my last vlog. Today I thought I'd come on and answer just a few questions that y'all have had. I'm still getting used to the whole thing. I want to look at my phone and not at the camera, so I'm gonna try. So yeah, I wanted to come on and just answer a few questions that y'all have been putting up for me. Excuse me. Why does my nose itch every time I turn on the camera? Anywho, so today I'm going to answer a few of your questions because it's easier sometimes just to answer it this way than it is to type out an answer. I know that I said that I was going to do a Q&A and that I would do like a video for you to ask me questions, and I am going to do that. In fact, I'll just do it right now. For a vlog sometime in the future, in the near future, hopefully, I would love for you to send me your questions, and you can send them to me using my email, which I will link below, okay? And it's easier if you send them to me through the email, because then I could just go through and like copy and paste and print out, you know, a list of questions instead of putting them in the comments section. I think it'll be easier that way. We'll see. And yeah, we will have a Q&A sometime in the near future. So right now what I wanted to do though is kind of answer just a few of the questions, and they're down here in front of me. And yeah, I'm wearing different glasses today. These are my old glasses. I did get new ones, which you saw in the first video, in the first vlog, but they are progressive lenses, and it's like being in a fishbowl, honestly. I mean, they really take getting used to, so I have not gotten used to them yet, so I'm wearing my old ones. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so these are in no particular order. These are just questions that I've come across on, that y'all have asked me on my comments section. So, will I show my room once it gets organized? I would love to, except if I were y'all, I wouldn't hold my breath, you know, because my room will probably never be organized. I have tried a little bit at a time to sort through some stuff and all of that, but yeah, I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. It's just a perpetual mess. I can't help it. So yeah, that's that. Sorry, I'm trying to... Okay, let me see what else. Okay, another question that I had too, and this was from a couple of people actually, was what type of equipment do I use to do my videos? I do not have special equipment at all. I don't. I use an iPad for, well, I guess, I mean, if you want to consider that special equipment, but for my flip throughs, I actually film those on my bed with the book propped up against my pillows, and I use my iPad to film those. Once I get them filmed, I then transfer them to my computer and then upload them from my computer onto YouTube. When I do, I'm very itchy today. When I do my tutorials, kind of, sort of, whenever you're looking down, you know, at what I'm doing, then I use, or when I'm doing these vlogs here as well, I use my iPhone. So I record on my iPhone, and then again, I plug that into my computer, I transfer it to my computer, and then I upload it to YouTube. Along with that, y'all also ask me what type of like editing software I use and all that kind of stuff. I do not use any of that. I do not edit my videos, I am sorry to say. Yeah, I don't edit my videos. What you see is what you get. If I make a mistake, you know, if it's a complete foolish blunder, then I just start the video over again, which now that I'm thinking about it, I hope I don't have a kale chip in my tooth. That would be embarrassing. Anyway, back to the question. Yeah, I don't use any special equipment at all. I have a regular laptop. I think it's Toshiba. I don't know. I've had it for years, and I probably need to get a new one because, yeah, this one's on its last leg. I'm still thinking about the kale chip in my tooth. I don't know if it's there or not. I hope not. I'm not going to smile. Anyway, yeah, I don't use any special equipment. I have no desire to edit. I don't know how to edit. I don't want to learn how to edit. And so, yeah, what you see is what you get. You know, I fumble and stumble. And somebody had actually put that in a comment that I didn't fumble and stumble. She was complimenting me, and it was very sweet. And, you know, yeah, I fumble and stumble pretty much all the way through my life. So, yeah, let's see here. Okay, yeah, so I use the iPad for my flips, and I use my iPhone for vlogging and for any tutorials that I do. My printer, because I use my printer a lot for clip art and printing out memes and things like that. The printer that I use is called an HP PhotoSmart 7525. That is the printer I use. The inks that I use are not HP inks. I learned a few years ago by watching the Frugal Crafter, Lindsay, right here on YouTube. I learned from her that you can actually get cheaper ink, like through Amazon. So that's where I get my ink. And the last time I looked it up before I filmed, the last time I got ink, I got it on Amazon. I got it for $13, and it was through something called Speedy Inks. I think I typed in like substitute ink cartridges for the HP PhotoSmart or something like that. I'm really not sure. I go through a lot of ink, and it can get expensive, but when you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I get 5 ink cartridges for $13 and shipping through Amazon. So it is well worth it to do that. I get 2 blacks and each of the 3 colors, the, you know, red, yellow, blue colors. So there's the information on the printer that I use. Okay, somebody had asked me also, how do I color in my pages? Do I do it before or after I write, and does it smear? Okay, here is an example. I hope I'm not shaking the camera, but, and here's the glare. Okay, so here's an example. Wait. Okay, yeah, I can use this as the same example. Okay, the coloring in the background here, the yellow, is, let me do it this way, because I like looking at, you know, I like seeing their mouths, because I have a really hard time hearing, so it helps me in order to, you know, read lips and hear what people are saying. Anyway, oh God. Okay, so the color here is colored pencil, okay? I do that last. That's the last step that I do in my process. So, and I color right over top of the Flair pen, which is what I use to write my journaling in. This up here is Posca marker with Flair outlining probably. This here is Posca marker with Flair outlining. And I do that before I color in everything, okay? My pens do not smear because I'm using dry colored pencils, okay? Now, I hope that answered your question. Let me see here really fast. I did do just the other day, I did something and it did smear, but I'll tell you why. Oh gosh, where is it? Okay. On this page here that I did, okay, this is stenciling, and the color that I used were the Neo Color 2s, okay? And it's wet, you know, when I put it on it, I use a baby wipe and I do my stenciling, and it was wet. And I had done the flowers and the leaves first, right? Then I have my Flair pen, and I go in with my Flair pen and I wrote out my sweet little quote there. Then I decided, oh, I want to go back in and I want to put the Neo Color 2 blue in the background because I think that would look pretty. Well, when I put the wet baby wipe over this lettering, it did smear. Okay, so if you're gonna do using wet media, you need to wait till it dries and then do your writing over top of that, if that makes sense. So dry on dry, wet on wet, I don't know. So yeah, when I use my Flair pens, I color right over the top. When I use my Posca markers, after they dry, of course, I use my colored pencils right over top. If I'm using wet media or some type of, watercolor or something like that on my page, then you'd have to do it all first and then let it dry completely and then write over the top of that. Okay, I really hope that made sense. Okay, another question was somebody asked me is, do I do my own lettering or do I use stencils? I do not use stencils. For instance, this right here, sorry, this right here, I wrote, that's my own handwriting. So I use a Posca marker and I write it out normally and then I trace it usually. So that's how those come out. I don't use stencils. They do have stencils that you can purchase and use. I just don't, because I don't have any. So there's that. Okay, let's see. Do I use pictures from magazines? I use pictures from wherever I can get them. So if that is from a magazine, if it's from, what's that stuff called? Junk mail. If it's from junk mail, magazines that I get free at the library, ephemera that I pick up from here and there, I use that. Anywhere I can get pictures from for free, I use them. Or for very minimal amount. Like, sometimes at the Dollar Tree, you can get beautiful calendars for $1. And you can simply cut those out and use those. I've done that before. Pads of paper. Yeah, so whatever I can cut and paste, I pretty much use. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm itchy. I'm itchy today. I don't know why. Okay. Where do I get my blank journals? Okay. Here's one of them. Okay, this one here is from Punch Studio. Okay, beautiful papers. Okay, there's that one. These are my absolute favorite, and these are Molly and Rex. Okay, and that's the inside of that. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, I get those at either TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or Home Goods. Those are all stores in the U.S. I don't know if they sell the books abroad. I don't know if you can get them on Amazon. I'm not really sure. But if you're in the US, that's where I get those books. And they are usually about $6. And a lot of times I can find them on sale for $3.99. So that's where I get those from. And okay, the last thing I wanted to mention is, excuse me, there's Fred. Is like Facebook friend requests, because I have gotten some Facebook friend requests and I thank you for requesting my friendship. However, I do not have friend requests on my Facebook because I do have a Facebook page, but it's my own personal Facebook page and my family is on there. And so I don't typically add people to that list. I don't have a separate Facebook page. I can hardly keep up with my own. In fact, I rarely even put anything on my personal Facebook page. I use Facebook for the majority of the time. I use it for the Fobonichi Journalers group, or I use it for my other art groups, or I use it for my chronic illness groups, things like that. So yeah, I'm sorry, I don't accept friend requests because it is my personal channel and I don't want to, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to put my family's privacy in jeopardy, I guess, because that's who's on my personal Facebook page is my family. And so, yeah, for privacy reasons, I just don't do friend requests. But yeah, feel free to comment on any of my YouTube videos, and always ask me questions if you have any. And I will end on that note this vlog. So if you do have any questions, go ahead and email me or put them in the comments. I will try my best to go through and write out and copy and paste and all of that questions that I can answer, and I'm going to do it on a separate vlog. I will do it on a Q&A vlog. So I'm looking forward to your questions. I always love to answer questions, and you know me, I like to gab. I like to ramble a little bit. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, thanks for sharing your time with me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.